Have you really mastered the dance? Without money, how can you be free? The best way is the truth, and the prettiest comeback is wisdom. Don't let anyone change you. Hinata's reaction surprised the teacher, but what Hinata didn't expect was that the teacher would not only pretend not to see, but also start playing dirty. As pressure on Hinata loomed, the girl found the class blackboard filled with insults, saying Hinata liked men. Disgusting words filled the little blackboard, and when the teacher arrived, he just looked at the scene. He didn't ask who wrote the rumors. Instead, he called the victim Hinata to the office, starting with an accusation. Kobayashi, did you really mess it up? Why is it always like this? Mr. Sakura was in the classroom too. Unbelievable, Kobayashi. Why are you so uncooperative? The teacher's head is filled with bizarre thoughts. Always blaming the victim but unable to punish the perpetrators, these bullies ring kid after kid just to maintain their own comfort. How could he ignore the audacity of the bullies? One day, the teacher noticed the chalk in class was missing. Though there was plenty in the morning, he knew this was some kind of prank. He rushed out to grab the chalk, but as he returned, an eraser suddenly flew past him. The teacher asked to see the culprit, but was met with silence. Why would there be a response? The ones who could respond were already driven to despair. This was just the beginning. Before the next class, the teacher's lesson plan suddenly went missing. Hinata happened to walk by and saw the puzzled teacher. He was still the kind-hearted kid willing to lend a hand. After a lot of effort, he finally found the lesson plan and rushed it back to the teacher. The teacher really expressed gratitude, but at this moment, a discordant voice piped up. Hinata instantly identified the bully, but the others, as if afraid of being involved, didn't dare to acknowledge it at all, not even daring to turn their heads. At that moment, Hinata showed no mercy, even though the teacher seemed a bit hesitant. Even if his classmates kept silence, he never expected to get help from them. He directly counterattacked Gao Cheng. Next second, don't you really want to open this box full of surprises? If you say something like this, people will remember it. Tell me, what have I hidden? Bullies are just cowards. Gao Cheng, watching Hinata's wisdom and courage, said nothing. Hinata continued to press, but at that moment, the teacher intervened. Hinata couldn't help but start questioning the teacher. Teacher, why did you choose to stop me? Do you think I'm hiding something? Stop it, just stop. But the teacher fell into a state of frenzy. He mumbled continuously, knowing Gao Cheng wanted to frame Hinata, but struggling without evidence. It ultimately turned into a case of injustice, with thoughts of running away, not wanting to come back. Every year feels like a festival. Everyone has to trade. Yet it always leads to breakups. You've always been bullied by me. It feels like being a thief. The teacher's facial expression changed into something terrifying. The whole person seemed dazed, wrapped in a skeleton. Extending a bony, stick-like hand slowly toward Gao Cheng. Even a high-pressure person like Gao Cheng couldn't help but feel fear. All the classmates began to feel scared, and the atmosphere grew tense. The teacher seemed oblivious, continuing to talk with all his might. Until his words drained all energy, the teacher fell flat on the ground. Later, Hinata learned that the teacher was hospitalized due to mental reasons and took some leave. Classmates debated endlessly, blaming the teacher for leaving at such a critical exam time. Ironically, those cheating perpetrators received the punishment they deserved. But they considered it a disaster. Their actions truly backfired. In this tense atmosphere, the students finally welcomed their long-awaited school trip. After Hinata returned home, she was plagued by this issue, always dwelling on the trip. Each time she thought of traveling with so many disliked people, her emotions spiraled out of control. She could not even imagine how Hinata would be bullied, but felt powerless to help. Hinata insisted on going. She feared regretting the trip in the future, but then she had no idea what unexpected and wonderful surprises awaited her. The kind-hearted girl was isolated by the whole class, yet she decided to travel with her classmates. This trip was destined to be lonely, causing the girl anxiety that made her stomach hurt. Yet she didn't want to miss out, forcing herself to go with everyone else. Watching Hinata like this, Lynn thought of her own past being isolated. Everyone went for spring outings, while Lynn silently sat in the corner, alone, watching Hinata's 3-day travel itinerary. Lynn understood how difficult the 3 days would be. To encourage her, she silently made a promise. If my stomach is hungry, let's go to the restaurant together. The things we love, let's share them together. Simple promises possessed the warm power, silently supporting Hinata to persist until the day of the trip. And the bullies isolated Hinata as expected. In the unfamiliar city, she had no place to belong. She silently endured everything in the darkness until, with nowhere to turn, Hinata quietly slipped to the riverside. Smiling in her loneliness, Hinata sat by the river, on the verge of tears, when suddenly a pair of feet slowly approached, and Hinata was startled, unable to believe this was real, freezing in place as Lynn appeared before her. Oh heavens above! Can't you see just how much I truly want to be with her? If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for your support.